Okay, welcome to our September call. It's the first. We're glad you're here. Melissa's going to kick us off with some recognition.
Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're catching the recording, we're going to celebrate vicariously through you. August was a super busy month for some of our people and all of our people. There was a lot of trainings and things going on coming from doTERRA. So I'm just going to start out with leader recognition. And I want you all to know, y'all, we had 16 enrollments this month. 16 enrollments in the month of August. So congratulations to everybody who was able to help somebody begin the process of like a whole new change, a better life, like offering people hope. Isn't that what we're all about? So Laura Shields and Diane Adams each had one enrollment. Congratulations. Amy Baumitz and yours truly each had two. Emily Rashid had four, rocking it M. And Amy Krull, our new builder, had nine. I know, what? So that's amazing. Congratulations to all of you. A big whoop, whoop. This is a great, can I just give a quick reminder of Gather and Give, Amy, because it's applicable to what I'm talking about here. I just want to remind you, there's this awesome promo going on right now that's great for us, but also great for the people that you enroll. So we have one more month of this 3-month enrollment period that you can do this. So you can enroll at least 3 new members with 100 PV between July, August, and September, and you can receive a bubble diffuser. Come on, the highly coveted bubble diffuser, a doTERRA Motivate 5 mil. And then if you enroll at least 5, so 2 more between July, August, and September, you get the diffuser, the bubble diffuser, the Motivate, and the exclusive Rose Essence Mist, which looks like this. I wish you could smell it. Can you smell it? And everything on here is written in Chinese. So I think that's a really great benefit, and I think you would enjoy that. But the thing is, with the Gather and Give, the give part is that the customers who set up their account with you in that time period, if they enroll with 100 PV and they set up a 100 PV LRP, then they're going to get 50 points, extra product points back from doTERRA. So it's something great for them too, all right? But what this means is when you look back at the people who were enrolling these last few months, is Amy Baumitz, Amy Krull, Emily and Laura Shields, and myself have all qualified for the Bubble Diffuser and the Motivate. And Amy C has qualified for those items plus the Rose Essence, but it gets better. So Amy C is 1 enrollment away from getting all 3 products again, because you can qualify up to 3 times in 3 months.
Do it, Amy C. Do it.
Let us cheer on Amy C. And then she could be misting this with the Chinese characters all over us all when she sees us. Okay, so go, Amy. But if you've qualified for any of these and you've got any questions, you can find detailed info in the team app underneath doTERRA Leader FAQs for Gather and Give. And if you did qualify, I don't want you to forget about watching for your redemption code. Make sure you use it on an LRP order before December 31st. And then the last thing I want to say as far as recognition is Amy C made Elite this month. So I just want to go back a little bit and say that Amy enrolled in April as what we refer to as an orphan, which is now politically incorrect. I don't know. But basically that's someone who goes in and sets up an account without their own oil lady. So she did that. And then in June, doTERRA assigned her to our team to support her. And right away, Amy did her first class in a park. Amy B did that with her. And since then, Amy C has enrolled. I know, Amy, you might have to help me with this, but I think 11 or 12 people, because I think there were 2 or 3 in June.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just think Amy B, maybe we could hear more about this next time.
Next time we will. She was supposed to be on with us. So now it's like an elusive. We've teased you out. Now you have to wait for October. Is that the next month?
Yeah. So there you go. That's recognition. You guys are doing a great job. And let us know if this is a goal, if you want to be part of Gather and Give and you want to get this or the bubble diffuser or the Motivate, just let me or Amy know. And we would love to support you in that and brainstorm some ways you can do that.
Awesome. Thanks, Mom. So Jerry Huffman had plans change, and so she shared her notes with me. She was tackling our 10% off product of the month, which is holy basil or Tulsi. So it's instead of 26, it's now 23.40 for a 5 mil. Tulsi is a small bushy shrub with dark green leaves and pink and lavender hued flowers sourced in India. It's native to Southeast Asia. It has a long tradition of use in, I know how to say this word, Ayurvedic, close, health practices. Let's see, in Sanskrit, it is known as the incomparable one. It is considered the queen of the herbs. So the aroma resembles something of a blend of cinnamon, peppermint, clove, and basil with a touch of licorice. Its aroma is warming, clarifying, and uplifting. So when you're thinking about helping people understand like what they might use this for or what they would reach for it can be used topically and aromatically. And because of what it's high in, let's see, eugenol, sesquiterpenes, beta-caryophyllene, and linalool, it has benefits similar to frankincense with that cellular support, lavender with the calming, and copaiba as far as the interaction with our endocannabinoid system, all in one oil. That's very interesting. I really like that. Okay, so it's adaptogenic, which means it supports how our autonomic nervous system and cells interact with our environment. Oral health, I was reading about that, adding a drop in a liquid to gargle. They talk about it and benefits the skin, adding it to your moisturizer. Even as part of a steam facial, bowl of hot water. Mom, I know you do that all the time. Because you're amazing like that. So some tips, maybe as I was reading through those, you were thinking of specific customers you already have or people in your life who, you could be like, hey, this oil's on sale. Do you want to try it? Just a way for you to interact with people knowing that that's 10% off this month. Okay, Monica is going to tell us about the product of the month.
All right. Hello, everyone. So this month is Tamer, which actually is one of my absolute favorites. I love the smell of this. It's part of the kids collection, but it is not just for kids. It's the digestive blend. And if I'm being honest, I actually prefer it over digestion because I think it's not quite as powerful. Sometimes you smell that it's a little overwhelming. So definitely that. I want to read it's actually the emotional book, but it's really the first paragraph is really amazing about how this isn't just good for emotions and how it's good. So it says Tamer helps individuals integrate. That's integration, the oil of integration, their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. The human digestive system is a complex and beautiful system meant to break down and absorb everything individual is taking into the body. However, due to the gut and brain connection, if an individual is struggling to stimulate feelings, they can often manifest in our digestive system. So Tamer invites individuals to use these symptoms as potential messengers of underlying emotional unease and to take the opportunity to reassess. So again, that connection between our gut and brain, how cool, it can help connect our feelings and thoughts. So like I said, this is not just for kids. I would encourage people to use this if you have kind of digestive issues, and it just smells really sweet. It is, again, one of my very favorites. So that's a little bit about Tamer. And as Amy pointed out earlier, it's also our oil of the month this month. So how cool is that? That it kind of overlaps. And so we'll have, I'm sure, hear a lot more about Tamer and its wonderful uses.
Thanks, Monica. That was perfect. Yeah, when I saw that Tamer was doTERRA's product of the month, I texted Lindsay right away and I was like, you're a genius. You're literally amazing. So I love that overlapped. I think it's perfect. So we are still, there's one variation in our oil of the month process for the month of September. So Lindsay will be posting every day. We'll be sharing tips. Our monthly call will not be on Tamer though. Our monthly call will be on the new products. And so people can learn, in different ways, and we'll make up for that. But how we're going to do the new product call, because of the way convention falls, is we're not doing it until the 26th, that Monday, the last Monday, to give us a little bit of time. So there really isn't a sign up sheet yet for that new product call because I don't don't really know. I know we know about MetaPower, but I don't know what the new products are. So once we learn more at convention, there'll be a flurry to get new products assigned to people who can share, and we'll come back with an extra convention kit, and then we break it up and we raffle it off. So be watching for an outline for inviting people to that call on the 26th. You can even steal it right out of the Facebook event I made in Fierce Oilers, but be letting your people know. It's open to anyone. Remember, these are open to the public. They're good for current or potential customers. So I wanted to connect with you all on that topic as well and catch you up to speed. Melissa, what about, well, do you want to talk about the Symphony of Cells new protocols that we're excited about now? Okay, do it.
Yeah. So how many, do you guys know how many Symphony of the Cells applications there are now? Laura Whip, can you guess?
21.
There's just, what do you think, Laura?
Well, there were 19, so I'm going to go with 21.
Oh, you guys, just the two of you must have aced every test in school. But yes, there are 2 new Symphony of the Cells applications for a total of 21. And Symphony of the Cells wants you to know they have you covered from head to toe. But I want to tell you just a little bit about these 2 new applications. I think they're so exciting. And I think that Symphony of the Cells is underused in our businesses. And I also think that Symphony of the Cells has worked very hard to keep up with changes and to become more user friendly. And I just want to give them a huge shout out. So these 2 applications are for people who are new to Symphony of the Cells and essential oils. They're made to, these 2 protocols are easy for everyone to apply, including young children. And they are, oh, look at you. And so they actually include the oils from the Home and Family Essentials kits. So I'm not sure that's what those are still called, though. I'm having a mental block. Is that what that's called? So these are the basic oils, basically. So here's intro 1. You can just see for immune support, cleansing, healthy digestion, but greater flow and movement through the body. We're learning about the body's energy. We're learning about the body's zones and the importance of that. So these oils in intro number 1 are important for digestive, immune, urinary, and circulatory system. So look at number 1, frankincense, oregano, digestive blend, tea tree, lemon, protective blend, and peppermint. Okay, and then we're going to go to number 2. So it offers support for the physical structures of the body. So smooth muscle tension, promotes better airflow. So if you've got something going on, right? Muscle tension, relieves sore muscles, joints. So beneficial to skeletal, muscular, connective, immune, and respiratory systems. So this starts out again, frankincense, then tea tree, lavender, respiratory blend, oregano, soothing blend, and peppermint. I think it is so exciting to know this and to be able to like teach somebody that they've got, you know, how often do you talk to somebody about giving a Symphony of the Cells and they're like, I don't have that oil. Well, you know what? If you've got the basics, you've got this covered. And I'm going to put a link in the chat for you to Symphony of the Cells blog. I didn't know if you know that they have one, but they have really great posts in there. And if you're ever like, I know we're doing this, the newer thing, we did it for the month of August, for Awesome August, everybody took a few days and posted in Fierce Oilers. And it was just such an amazing thing to see the interaction and to see people like taking part in that. And we're going to do that again. And if you're like short for ideas or you're looking for something, go to this link, look at their blogs, and use that as a kick point, a start point for you to post something.
I can't unmute. Okay, here I am, which brings me to our next point. We are repeating Awesome August because it was indeed awesome and very well received and a ton of fun. We've had a couple name nominations. We have Spectacular September. We had someone even threw in their Spooky September because we're getting close. Some people get real excited about Halloween. Super September. Okay, so lots of fun things. I have contacted the people who are going to be on deck again for their dates. We're just doing the same thing over, but I just think it's been really fun. So we're going to keep going with that and do it again in September and see how that rolls. Melissa, what else?
I was going to talk for a minute about convention.
Yeah, new product stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on a minute. I'm just putting this link in the chat box for you.
You're good.
Check out their blog. I think there's just great stuff in here. Okay. So I am going to flip over to, so there was a call from doTERRA today, for silvers and above, explaining even more information about the new product line, the MetaPower. There was a technical difficulty and it started 20 minutes late. So I was able to take notes up until when Dr. Osgothorpe took over, and then I had to drive to my next appointment and I couldn't take notes, but I do have a little bit here and I just want to share. Let me just open this up for a minute. Let me just share a little bit of what they said. I want you to know this MetaPower has been being worked on for years. Nicole Stevens was at like the formative part of this. And I want to remind you that Emily Wright and Corey are the people that are in charge of the company along with the rest of the founders right now. And Corey Lindley said they felt like this is it when it was revealed to them a number of months ago. They just felt like this is it. And as I'm listening to them talking, guys, I've listened to a lot of things and taken notes. I have no reason not to believe these doTERRA leaders when they say this is groundbreaking and life-changing. If it's really what they say it is, I don't think we'll ever want to go back. I really am getting more and more curious and excited as I listen to this. And they keep talking about metabolic health not being just about weight loss, that it's so much about brain and skin. And I'm telling you, the founders on this call and the scientists were like, whoa, I can't help but stare at them. And the chat box was blowing up with people saying, look at their skin, look at their faces. And people were saying, now, we don't think of Emily Wright as being old looking at all. And people were saying she had a facelift. She had to have had a facelift. Emily looked like 10 years younger. They all are amazing. So, but they are expecting that this product line will be a $64 billion market by 2026. Remember when they told us that they were going to triple their impact in the next however many years? This is it. But what they're showing, they all have those new things that you can put on to check your glucose levels throughout the day. They were all showing them through their shirts so that they can kind of track what happens when they use the products. And they said it's actually reversing biological age based on what their numbers are showing. And they wanted to reassure us all that they have not abandoned essential oils. This is not going away from the core of what they believe in. They believe that essential oils are the thread that holds this all together. So they don't want you to think that. And then a couple other things I wanted to share. Dr. Osgothorpe, I guess, comes out of his office many times a day and says, it's Christmas again today because of what they're discovering and what they're finding with this. They feel really good about where they are, and they have a plan of how to roll this out. They're asking for patience, though. And they're helping us be more prepared from an educational perspective so that we won't be overwhelmed at convention. They assured us this is not a launch and leave, okay? And then they had a couple testimonies, a couple people like you and me. Jessica Iddings spoke, and she shared her testimony about how the pandemic has affected her emotionally, mentally. And she just is like, I feel like I'm back. She said she has so much more energy. She has joy again. She's not craving sweets like she was. She doesn't feel the need to snack. Her sleep has improved and so has her digestion. But the key thing that her markers are all showing is that inflammation in her body has significantly decreased. And the last person I got to hear was Dr. Ashley Anderson. Some of you have heard her. I know Amy you and I have heard her at different events. She's a chiropractor, but also played college basketball. And she said she's also a chiropractor and a doula now, right? I think. We saw her in Jamaica. She was really interesting. She said she intentionally didn't change anything during her normal cadence of life during the first 30 days that she was on the product. The first thing she said, 3 things she noticed. The first thing was she released 12 pounds in the first 30 days. She said she has more lean muscle mass. She feels more youthful. She feels like more like she did pre-baby self, right? Her mom brain is gone. She said not only does she have those grand ideas, but now she has the energy to take them to fulfillment. Her mental clarity and capacity is higher. She used to like to have a little sweet with every meal. That's like gone. She's lost that desire. So they're all talking about how it's changing us on a cellular level. And she said, the last thing she said was the skin was an unexpected benefit. By this time in the call, people are like laying their heads on their computer and banging their foreheads because everyone's talking about skin. But she said, honestly, look at my face. I didn't expect a lot of change. She's probably Amy's age. She didn't expect change in her skin. She doesn't even think about wearing makeup anymore. She said her skin feels and looks different. And that even, I think it was the other Jessica Iddings that said that her abdominal skin and makeup of her abdomen has completely changed. And everybody who spoke said they cannot go back to the life that they like, but without this product line. So there were a lot of really great things, and I wish I'm going to try to get my hands on the recording. But every time I listen to one of these calls, guys, I am like, if this is really true, we are really truly in on the ground level of something really life-changing. And it's a natural product. You know, when they talk about the 9 different kinds of collagen, and they're not talking about introducing something in that your body shouldn't have. And they also talked about the NMN that they are referring to. And some people are taking that not a natural occurring product of that, and having lots of bad side effects. And so doTERRA's product, because it's natural, only contains like this much. And it's enough to make it work because it's the pure real deal. So anyway, I will try to keep you all up to date on those things, but I'm super excited.
You're the best note taker. We appreciate you. Okay, that's pretty much the stuff on new product happenings. Amy C, we will hear from her next month about what she's been up to, how she's been accomplishing what she's been accomplishing, and what that's looked like for her, so we can kind of break that down. Emily was also going to share, and we'll slide her to next month as well, just kind of about her approach to fall. There have been some leaders who have been like teaching more, like in-person classes, teaching, and the rhythm of life for fall is significantly shifting. So how are they pivoting? What does that look like? How are they adjusting their business to meet that kind of a change in schedule and rhythm? So we'll hear more about that next month. And the one thing, I think I'm going to have to just turn it into a text question, but we're working on setting up a Zoom call. We're planning for 2023 already, especially in regards to before the first of every year, we've set all of our monthly product calls. And like before this year, even Lindsay had set all of the oil of the month, right? Those were all set for our Fierce Leader and Fierce Oiler community. And what's on the table to I'll elaborate, to keep brainstorming is to keep that monthly theme, but to really focus on products and consumables. And so we would be able to, we've worked on these sampler packs. And so different ways to kind of really make sure people are understanding the full value of their oil account and what doTERRA can offer, because there are I think we're really good about oil education. I don't mean to toot our own horn, but I think we're really good about it, right? So I'm excited to kind of see what that would be. I think I froze. Am I here?
No, you're back. You're back.
Okay, so I'll text and see if we can kind of find a date, a couple date options that might work to hop on Zoom and do that and collaborate on that together. Anything else? Does anybody have any questions or anything that they wanted to share?
I want to talk about convention. I've got like 3 sentences I just want to say.
Yeah, I will give you 3 sentences.
Okay, so it's less than 2 weeks. I mean, we fly out 2 weeks from yesterday, and we are so excited to get to be there in person. Again, I sound like a broken record. If there's something you want me to ask the science and research and development team, please email me and let me know. I'll take your question to the top. But I want to make sure that you understand the difference between the tickets. So if you have 2 options to watch virtually. The first one is a premium watch party pass. It's $99 and you get to watch convention live. Okay. You get all of the doTERRA talks, which are like TED Talk breakouts. You have access to the virtual marketplace. You can buy merch. You can get up to 2 convention kits. But it is definitely something that you might want to consider because you will get all of it will be in the recording. You can also purchase an essential virtual ticket for $35. You get to see live the product reveal, which is really important. But then you'll watch recap videos of major announcements and education. So it will be really, really curtailed, and it will not be available right away because they're going to have to recap, make those little recaps. Okay. Both of them allow, again, access to convention kit, and both allow you to shop the virtual marketplace. But I want you to know there's a really big difference, I feel, in the value and the quality of the 2 offerings. And if you have purchased a $35 ticket and you're like, maybe I want to go up to the 99. If that's a problem for you financially, let me know. Okay. I don't want you to miss out on that. And then you can also call, I think, and pay the difference. So I don't want you to miss out on that.
Awesome.
And then I kind of want to hear from Laura and Monica on the fun back to school things.
Do it. Let's do it.
All right. Well, she's muted, so I'll go on.
You're here.
Tomorrow morning, we are doing a coffee drop-in in Saint Germain, and then having rollers. And we also just did like a kind of a raffle to get names and email for a door prize to make some connections. So that is tomorrow morning. We had one scheduled for today too. I think they got canceled, and Laura, we're planning on rescheduling that, but I don't know specifics yet. And then we just talked about the 22nd of September, we're going to have like another drop-in with a bunch of things, actually kind of talk about new products, make and take, kind of just getting to know people and connecting. And both of these are for everyone, so we can, let everybody know those things. So, and then we'll let you know the reschedule of the other one. Anything I missed, Laura?
So I think
No, you got it. You nailed it.
Thanks, Monica. Thanks, Laura. Those are exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. It's going to be a fun September, don't you think? I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I want to get my hands on those new products. All right. So what we'll do now is we'll are either of you staying on for, it's okay. Who's staying on for Project Broadcast? No one. It's okay. I'm just kidding. So if you want to sign off, go ahead and sign off. Anyone who wants to stay on and do some Project Broadcast stuff, I will put the codes and the templates in the team app sometime tonight for people who want to do that at a later time. Fair enough?
I just want to say thank you to everybody that has put in a code in the past and has done the work, because I'm like, it just exceeds my capacity most of the time. And I've had to step away from it.
When you're on MetaPower, you're going to be busting out bundle codes. I'm going to be doing 100 a day, 100 a day. Gary's going to be prying the MetaPower out of my hands. And we're done. We're done with this.
It's gonna be like Bruce Almighty where he's going.
Oh
my goodness.
man.